my name is Cheryl MacKay, and I am the supervisor of Precious Jewels Daycare located in Sherwood. As a mentor, I've had the privilege of being able to work closely with somebody who is developing an interest in childcare, and it's been a lot of fun to watch this new interest blossom and bloom as they work with these beautiful children that we have here. The STEPS candidate that we have working with us has brought so many new and wonderful skills to our center. He brings with him an enthusiasm and a fresh approach to childcare that some of us haven't seen in a while.
I'm Graham Putnam. I'm enrolled in the Steps to Success program for early childhood education. And yeah, I'm in my third month doing practicum placement in a daycare for the first time in my life. I first came across a program when during the pandemic I needed a job, and I just on the job bank there was an opening for a part-time or substitute early childhood educator, and I applied for it just very randomly as I applied for a few other jobs on there, and I'm lightly intrigued by it. And the head of the early childhood development, they contacted me and said I wasn't qualified for it, but then they suggested that there's this Steps to Success program coming up, which in an expedited short amount of time you could become qualified. And there was a stipend to kind of keep food on the table during it. And I was a little skeptical at first. I didn't really, this isn't a career I planned for or imagined I'd be qualified for. I didn't think it was really a feasible position for me. I had some preconceived notions about maybe age and gender that'd be more appropriate for it. And I just didn't, I'm not a parent, so I didn't think I'd be good with children. So I was very skeptical at first, but a few weeks into the program, as soon as it started being placed, it was amazing how my perspective shifted, and I'm much more qualified than I imagined I was. I didn't think I had the patience, but I have way more patience than I thought, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, before I started this program, I had spent the past couple decades doing a lot of comedy, improv performance and theater, a little bit of video stuff and some writing, and a very creative life and career. But on PEI, that's kind of hard enough already to make a living out of, so I often have to have a secondary job. And then during the pandemic, all that creative stuff really dried up, and I really needed to get some sort of a secondary career going. And I'm hoping to be able to do this sort of early childhood career in tandem with my creative one, and maybe after the program kind of do both of them a little bit, part-time and substitute. My expectations were pretty limited. I didn't really know what to expect. I had a lot of trepidation. I was very afraid initially. I expressed concerns about being able to hold an infant and not look ridiculous. Never changed a diaper before, very basic stuff like that. Almost immediately coming into the center, that perspective changed, and it became more of like an excited engagement. It's the first job I've had in a long time where when I go in, I'm happy to go in the morning, and when I wake up, I'm looking forward to it. And every day I've been learned something new and kind of experienced something new that I never would have expected going into it. And I'm surprised myself of how much I'm enjoying it and how much I feel I'm fitting into it, when I was convinced that I would be 100% the wrong person for the job before. I'll be qualified as a level 1 instructor, and for now, I think I'm a little bit happy with that, because I really want to go into this more as a substitute and doing part-time, so I can still have some time to do my writing and performing and stuff that I really enjoy. But honestly, that'd been my plan up until now, but the more I'm into it, the more I am enjoying it, and I am considering now in the future maybe advancing up, continuing the education to get a level or two higher, which it changes how you can operate within the daycare, and well, you get paid a little bit more, and you become more qualified to help out. But yeah, I didn't expect that going into it, that I'd want to go full-time afterwards, and I'm still planning just to go part-time and substitute, and that'd be a perfect way to move forward. But as I said, honestly, I'm enjoying it so much that if I had to go full-time, that wouldn't be a problem if I needed to. It's hard to really put into words, but it's a very overall a positive and energetic kind of world to be in throughout your day, and most of your interactions is with a group of toddlers or a little bit older, So there's a lot of crying, and there's a lot of maybe negotiating with them and sorting out problems. But it's so inspiring just to see them learn something. You know, I've been with them only here a few months, and I've seen a number of these children learn all sorts of new perspectives and skills in that short time, and that to me is very rewarding to see. Frankly, it's fun to be there. Most of my mornings I start the day with a dance party. I might play with mud and sand later on. Yeah, I have to change a few diapers. I have to mop and clean up afterwards, and there's definitely some labor and some work to be done in there, but most of the day is really fun. And yeah, the kids, I can't even remember it, but they say so many just really funny, outlandish things throughout the run of a day. You have to keep yourself from laughing off, and it's positive and fun. And you get at the little bit of the child's perspective as they're learning from the world. You kind of relearn and you rediscover some of these things. And yeah, as I said, I'm not a parent, so a lot of those notions and a lot of those ideas were very new and inspiring to me. And yeah, it's nice to be a role model for them too, and to have kids that might, you know, see you as an authority figure, but then they love giving you a hug, and they care for you, and they want to learn, and they want you to be there too. And yeah, I just really enjoy it, and it's nice to see the inspiration that I can bring. I would definitely recommend this program to openly to anybody, but specifically to anybody who may not be sure where they want to go with their career in life. And I think, you know, reaching out specifically to a lot of guys and men out there, I think there is a stigma about males working in these institutions. A lot of guys think that maybe they'll be judged a little bit. They might feel somewhat embarrassed. It feels maybe silly and might feel, until you get into it, somewhat like a feminine job, but that's not the case at all. First of all, the kids and the whole industry of early childhood education, they welcome any of the male influence there, because you want men to be a part of the upbringing of children, not just women. And also for anybody who like me didn't think of themselves as somebody who's really, you know, good with children necessarily. It's kind of a different world when you get in here. And yeah, I think this has been so much more rewarding for me, and I never expected that I would be even remotely interested in this even. And I would recommend to anybody who's somewhat unhappy or unsure of their own career at the time to really check this out, because it was surprising how fun it is, and you kind of get to have fun every day, and that there's very few jobs that I've had where that is a big part of it.
I have a wonderful team of staff, and we have all found our way to early childhood education in a different pathway. We have all found our way here through long ways and short ways, and the STEPS program is a wonderful way, a new pathway, another way for someone to learn about this profession that we do. It isn't an easy profession, but it is a rewarding profession. And it is so exciting that there is now a new pathway for people to come to try it out, see if it's a good fit, and decide if this is what they want to do.